Lance lights it up, this whole conversation, this whole entire first hour of this Tuesday, August 30th program of the Rich Eisen Show becomes completely moot. It's just that so few kids with the experience that he has lights it up. Now, the good news is as well, Robbie, is that the roster is constructed where he can light it up. I mean, the line, the receivers, Debo's in the fold. I mean, Kittle, you got yourself a team. You can light it up. He's just got to make the reads. He's got to also make the throws, certainly the easy ones. And then when it doesn't work out, the coach is going to have to manage the situation. And they've had the right guy to do that too. It's a lot. It's a lot. There's a lot of S going on, to use the Tom Brady phrase, with the 49ers,
yeah,
you know?
I do agree. But, I mean, I'm super excited about this season.
You should be. You should be. You damn near made the Super Bowl last year, and thanks for the call, Robbie. I mean, the question was, what are you going to do with Jimmy G? That was after Debo wanted to get to trade. What are you going to do with Debo? Well, guess what? They kept him. They paid him.
Yep. Had to.
Guess what? They kept Jimmy G, and they're paying him less. And it's Lance's team.
It's a financial win. I just don't know if it's worth the potential.
Again, the question
like
is
shoulder looking over. You know?
On one hand, you have a Super Bowl capable roster, coaching staff, front office team. Okay, that's on one hand. You've got that. You've got also another quarterback that is good enough to take you to the Super Bowl, but maybe you didn't like him long term. But man, could he really save the bacon of a team in your division if you cut him? You also have a Super Bowl winning capable team right here with a backup that's not Jimmy Garoppolo. Now you do. Yeah. Put it all together. He doesn't go to another team. The question is, how do you manage the situation? We'll talk to Bruce Arians about it shortly. You know, that's the conundrum.
Right.
On one hand, you've got the whole damn thing. It could crumble if Lance isn't the guy. And if Lance isn't the guy, what are you going to turn to Nate Sudfeld?
No. That's why you just...
With all due respect.
But that's why you just keep Lance out there. I mean, what is this going to turn into a Miami situation where Brian Flores was just shuffling in Tua and then Ryan Fitzpatrick when he didn't like Tua that day?
I don't know what was going on there. I know that's your way of characterizing it. I don't know. There were times where maybe we can win a game in the third and fourth quarter, and then
Jimmy G becomes your closer. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
Because Lance is going to have bad games. He might string a few together. Then what?
If there's any coach, and this is a testament to our friend of the program, Jed York, if there's any coach and general manager that seems that can pull something like that off, it's this one. And even this, I can't believe I'm saying this since I've been so pro Lance this entire time. They're halfway through the drafts that they've traded away their first round picks for. They're halfway through it. Okay? Didn't have one this year. Next year's the last one, and then they're back for drafting in first rounds. So they're halfway through it, and they still have a chance to win a Super Bowl this year. It's not like
But they don't have anything to show for it.
They've effed the picks.
Yet.
Well, in terms of trophies in the case?
In terms of just any production from Trey Lance.
Well, what I'm saying is, though, is they're halfway through it. And if they decide Lance isn't the guy, then the picks are effed, and they still can turn to Jimmy G, potentially, to keep him.
Well, they would have to pay him.
Or they can go ahead and just say, you can walk and pay somebody in free agency an insane amount of money and try and win just like the Bucs just did. You want to get a veteran? You want to do that? And then you could say, well, Lance is just not the guy. And you do turn him into Jordan Love. And if there's any coach and general manager who could survive that, it's this one too. How about that?
I'm going to make a prediction. I think Rodgers is the Niner quarterback next year.
That could be. Well, I mean, you take a look at Rodgers' contract. If he gets traded,
basically a one-year deal.
Well, I mean, no. If he gets traded or he retires or he's cut, which is obviously never going to happen, the cap hit is so astronomical, I can't even fathom the number. So I think Rodgers is going to retire a Packer. I think when he says that, I think that's his intent, and I think that's what the contract says. But
Maybe.
I'm just saying, anything's possible right now because I didn't see this damn thing coming.
Yeah. I did not expect that
I
yesterday.
mean, August 9th, the coach, when he's asked about Jimmy Garoppolo's fourth on the depth chart, what's that about? He said, if he's on the depth chart, it's because he has to be. That's the quote from Kyle Shanahan on August 9th. On August 29th, he's like, welcome back, Jimmy. 20 days.
He has to be then because Lance isn't ready.
Or better than Nate Sudfeld.
I think that's obvious.
Don't have to teach him the offense. Locker room digs him, and he's not a Seahawk. Kind of works out that way, too. If Lance plays well, and if Lance doesn't play well, you can handle whatever's going on in the locker room. And I think the coach can do that.